Welcome to part 2 of Wedding Talk with me, DJ Jimmy J from Mr. Jukebox Entertainment.
And I'm DJ Paulie.
Anyways, we have this part will be the appearance of DJ, the appearance of a DJ, how he looks, the importance to discuss with attire and like tux or suit, for example.
How do you know how they're going to look at your wedding showing up? I mean, I've seen DJs in another room or something we're playing, and they show up in a T-shirt. Now, how do you know that they're not going to show up in a T-shirt?
Well, then that's where the bride and the groom should be involved and say, listen, how do you dress when you go to a wedding or when you DJ a wedding? And I would say, well, I give you two choices, and it would be either, would you like us to wear a tux, or would you like me to wear a suit? And then we go into descriptions as far as colors and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so you really fine-tune it for the couple.
Yeah, I mean, it's their wedding. You want to look good, and they want to have a great event. So it's very important that looks are there.
All right, Jimmy. So that's number 1 for this week. Now, what's another one about what a bride should look for when hiring a DJ?
Well, when you're talking to the DJ, is he listening to you? Is he attentive? Is he flexible about how you want the wedding to be? Does he understand your needs? That's very important. Wishes and discuss them. And the DJ should take notes, of course.
Yeah. All right. So now say the DJ offers suggestions. Is that good?
It's good, but you should not be very how to say it. I wouldn't stress too much about it. I would basically say, these are some of the things I've done in the past.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, so it's up to the bride and groom to make the choice.
Very true, yes.
But so you can listen to anything that they might have done like that, which is a good idea. Saying, hey, I played this before, or, I did this, and what do you think? Then you get to feel their personalities, because no two weddings are the same.
Very, very true.
Yeah.
No two brides, no two weddings are the same.
Yeah, they're all looking for a different thing. Maybe really upbeat. Sometimes it's more low-key,
Very true.
Yeah, just too. You got to try to relate to their personality. Okay.
All right, let's hit number 3.
All right.
One of the things I try to be is I try to find out from them what kind of DJ they want. Do they want someone to be interactive with everyone? Do you want someone who is fun to when they're doing the wedding? Do you want someone to be just very professional through the whole thing? No jokes, no nothing like that. You got to find out from the couple what kind of DJ they want, because that's important to them. It's important to you to understand what they're looking for.
Yeah, I get that. So it's kind of like get the personality. And I remember the old days. They used to say, "Do you have a video of what you do?" Well, okay, you show a video, and then you're showing a bunch of people dancing, right? So it looks like everybody's having a good time. But how about off the music? About the personality. Is the DJ like a game show host? How you doing out there? And I always feel that the DJ. This is my opinion. And once again, Jimmy and I are DJs. We're not attorneys, accountants, or anything else.
Or politicians.
That's right. Vote for me. No, it's just that we're expressing our opinion on these things. But I mean, I've had DJs I've seen, and stuff where it's all about them. It's like, hey, look at me, and it's wrong. And they'll show you a video of just the people dancing, but videos can be misleading. I still go back to last week. We're talking about references and reviews and stuff, and legit, finding out real people what they thought. Ask for references and see if the DJ worked for them. Yeah. How about knowing the DJ? Yeah, you're talking about you got these companies now that have, like, say, a bunch of DJs, 5 things. So you like the person that you're at the meeting with, but you don't know who you're going to get.
That's unfortunately, that's very true.
Yeah.
So you got to make sure that you get the DJ you want.
Yeah.
And that's my way of telling people, if you're going to go with a a cookie cutter type DJ system where you get 5 different DJs and all that kind of stuff. If you get to know the guy that you're DJing, you know he's going to do a good job. He wants to do a good job, and that's very important for you.
Yeah, we're talking about personality. I definitely suggest that you check the DJ that you're going to get and see if your personalities clash. Might be a wonderful DJ, but maybe it's the style. Maybe he's telling off-color jokes or something.
That's true.
So you got to check out the DJ, not just the owner of the company, the salesperson, but the DJ that's actually performing at your wedding.
We just said, just make sure that you're going to hire the DJ you're talking to, not a salesperson. Because if you're hiring a salesperson, it's not going to be the same.
Yeah. True.
Again, so that's one of the things. But like I said, interactive with bride and groom, I had mentioned that to you before. Now, one of the things that's very important to the bride and groom is a DJ who's going to ask you the question, the lineup of the wedding party. That's very important for the grand entrance, etc., and all the other things. But that's important to find out. Does he know what he's doing with that?
You should. Well, of course, DJ should have a complete list of what's going to happen and like a timetable of
that's right.
all the different things, the cutting the cake, the first dance, intro, parents' dances. And they got to make sure that that's all out. What music is going to be played during those special dances? Make sure that the DJ has it. Meaning, is there a problem with it?
Yeah, make sure that he gets the music too. That's important.
Yeah.
The other thing I do, I don't think you, maybe you do the same thing, Paul, is after we have a discussion, what I do is I do a pre-wedding sheet where basically everything we discuss, we talk about. Once we have the first meeting, we go over everything, every detail, like you said, Paul, the wedding cake, when it's to be cut. Again, there's one other factor that we got to remember too is the fact that every venue has a different way of doing the wedding cake. Some want to do it in the beginning, some want to do it in the middle, some want to do it at the end. So make sure you discuss this with your DJ and also coordinate with the venue or the place that you're going to have the wedding at.
There you go. And I love cake. Yum, yum, yum. All right, Jimmy, those 3. Now we got, 2 more to go through on what you should look for when hiring a DJ. What's number 4? Oh,
number 4 is make sure the info, like I said, I use a sheet that covers every aspect that we're talking about. Make sure that the info is correct. Either you send it by email or you can meet another time and you can go take it home with you, study it, and make sure everything is in the proper order and that every name is spelled correctly, every function is being done properly, that kind of stuff.
So do your homework, in other words.
Yes.
Do your homework, make sure the DJ's got everything, and it's up to the DJ to coordinate that. Because the last thing a bride and groom want to worry about is, fine details. It's their day to talk to their friends, their relatives, and to enjoy themselves. They don't want to worry about details. Everything should be spelled out in the beginning.
Correct, and that's why, like I said, I enjoy putting it together in advance, and even sometimes we can do in some events, because there was so many things we had to worry about to take care of. We actually had a I forgot what we called it, a pre-wedding rehearsal, just to make sure everyone knew what they were supposed to do and how to do it. The order, the timing of the activities, things that have to be done are very important in everything. And run smoothly, and remember why it's perfect. But do the best you can to consult with the bride and make her day a fantastic day.
Yeah, and one other thing I'd like to add to that, number 4, is hopefully the DJ is going to be flexible. Because say the dinner is supposed to be served at 7:05, right? But they're running behind in the kitchen. All right?
Correct. So, it happens a lot.
So what you got to do is you got to be able to plan some other ways so the guests aren't going to be bored or something.
Right.
Maybe you could do the after intros or whatever. Do a first dance or so. Do a parents' dances or something or whatever. Now you could maybe some special requests. You could play or whatever entertainment. But you got to be flexible. That's the thing. And those are 4 good subjects that you got there, Jimmy. And I know you got number 5 too.
Well, basically, number 5 was kind of doing a rehash of the 1 through 4.
Mm-hmm.
Number 5 is, like I said, the timing, and it has to be done, and it's very important that everything runs smoothly. Remember, nothing is perfect, but you have to do your best, and that the bride also knows how you're going to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I guess those are 5 good things for bride and grooms to be looking out for when hiring a DJ. Between those 5 and the 5 from last week, I think a bride would be pretty safe. What do you say, Jimmy?
I would say so.
Yeah.
And like I said, and the bride shouldn't be afraid to talk to the DJ. Sometimes I've noticed sometimes they will not say too much, and I always try to say, listen, it's your wedding. Let's get together, and if you have any other ideas you want to do, don't be afraid to write them down. Like we did. Remember, we did that wedding outside with a carriage, and it was like I forgot what it was, a YouTube type of wedding.
Yeah, that was a nice wedding.
Yeah, nice.
They're
wedding.
all nice. I enjoy every wedding because they're all different. We don't, like we said, it's not cookie cutter. If we're doing a wedding, it's like it's always different. Yeah,
and we do the best we can, and if it comes out great, we're happy, they're happy, and everyone's happy at the end. So,
there you go.
I mean, that's basically what it's all in a nutshell.
And it's funny. I enjoy meeting with the bride and groom too.
So do I.
And, it does, because then you get a better feel of what they're looking for. Instead of just an email and stuff, because they'll come out with a little story like how they met or things like that. Seems like you know them. I mean, after I'm done doing a wedding, I'm sure probably you're, feel the same way too. It seems like, geez, you're like part of the family almost, Yeah. As a matter of fact, I'm laughing because once I even sat at the head table. Because I think I met with them a couple times. I said, "No, we want you to sit with us." And, I mean, I don't expect that all the time. I like to just, but sometimes you just click it and stuff like that. And that's how I like to do, click with all the bride and grooms and their families and stuff. I like to make sure, the grandparents, the parents are happy, the friends, family, and it is kind of like a close-knit family.
Yeah.
Well, Jimmy, you came up with 5 wonderful topics there, and I think that's going to help our bride and groom in choosing a DJ. And I don't know what our subject's going to be next time, maybe 2 weeks or so, because I know this is going to be getting into the holiday season. But it will be rewarding, and it will be very knowledgeable for our
And again, like I said, if you have any questions, don't be afraid to check out our website, youshook.com.
Yeah.
And we also have a section on YouShook where you can actually communicate with us by email.
Yeah.
So
there you go.
Again, thank you very much for listening to us. I hope we gave you a little bit more insight on how to handle and how to pick your DJ.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to step on you there. I just want to say, if they have any suggestions on future topics, we're definitely more than open, because we want to talk about what you want to learn about. Yeah, so feel free to coordinate with us, send us the emails and phone calls, or however you like to do it.
Yep, and again, we want to thank you again for listening to our show, and hopefully it gave you a little bit more insight and helped you get your wedding ideas more organized.
Yep, sounds good, Jimmy.
All right.
Well, thank you, as Jimmy said, for tuning in, and hope we were of some value. And don't forget, your special day is coming.
Special day is coming, and don't forget, if you're looking for a great DJ, always look at us. We are YouShook.com. I'm DJ Jimmy J.
And I'm DJ Paulie.
And have a good night.